In this video, I'm going to show you how to connect and manage your Stripe account to your WooCommerce site. Stripe is a payment gateway which allows people to accept payments on their website. So to get there, we go to WooCommerce in your sidebar from your dashboard here, and then we click Settings right here. And lastly, we click the Payments tab, which is the fifth tab in. So to connect and manage your Stripe account, you're going to want to turn this on, and then you'll hit the Manage button, or it may say Setup if this is your first time working with it. It'll take you to the Stripe configuration page here. So we'll want to enable Stripe first thing. And this is the name of the payment method that will appear on the site. So the default is credit card Stripe, but you could do credit/debit card, however you want it to appear to your users to make it the best looking option for them. And then a description of how the payment method works. This will also be displayed to the users, so in case they may feel uneasy about putting their credit card in, this is where you could say that it's through Stripe, everything's secure. And then in your Stripe account settings, you'll need to add the following webhook, which is this address right here to your Stripe account settings. This will allow you to receive notifications on the charge status. If you click this button right here, as long as you're signed into Stripe, it'll take you right to your account page and it'll allow you to paste this right in. And then right here, we can set up or link to an existing Stripe account. So if you have this webhook that you just put into this account, you can do that here. So this is the easiest way to do it, just clicking this button. It allows you to sign into Stripe, allows you to get everything, authorize everything for this website, and then once you're all done, it'll fill all the information in here automatically. But if for some reason that didn't work for you, or if for some reason you don't have access to a Stripe account, but you do have the account keys, you can get this right here. So to get your account keys on Stripe, you can just log into your account page. Your account keys will be displayed right there. So in Stripe, it's called a publishable key. It's called a secret key, and then there's a webhook secret. Those will all be displayed on the Stripe account page. So you just paste them all into these boxes right here, and that'll authorize and solidify your connection to Stripe so you can begin taking payments. The next option here is the inline credit card form. So if you have this enabled, it changes it from 3 boxes for card number, security, and expiration to all one box. A little more aesthetically pleasing. But some shops prefer to keep them separate. It's really just an aesthetic choice. And the statement descriptor here, this will be what appears on the person's card whenever they're charged. So you would want to put your company name here. So I would say like Willie's Wings. So now it'll show on their card. They know where this charge came from. They don't have to worry about it. They authorized it. Then here, we can select our capture method here, which means whenever we capture the charge immediately, that means that the transaction will not be in a completed state until the funds from the card have been transferred, have been moved away, not just authorized. If the charges are authorized, that means the card has allowed the funds to leave, but they haven't left yet. We won't do anything until the funds have actually left and they're in our possession. So that's enabled by default, but if for some reason you want it to be authorized only, you can uncheck this box here. Then here you can do a payment request button. So this is really nice for users who use Apple Pay or Google Pay whenever they're on your website. Instead of having to manually put in their card information, an Apple Pay button will pop up. They can hit that button and check out through Apple Pay like you normally would, and it'll transfer all that information to Stripe, and it makes it very easy for your users. It's a very easy way for them to enter their card information without even having to really enter it. Next here we have the payment request button type. So by default it's buy if you're purchasing an item, but it could also be a donate button. It could be a branded button if you want to have a specific brand on that button's icon, or a custom button, which allows you to change any configuration, any settings for those buttons. Then the payment request button theme. Generally it's dark. Most Apple Pay buttons are those, you see the big dark background, but if for some reason you want it to be light, you can do that here. You can also do a light outline here if you wanted to do that as well. Lastly, the payment request button height. Generally, it's 44 pixels high, but if for some reason you wanted to change it to be pretty tall or really short, you can do that right here as well. Lastly, if you want to allow someone to save a card, say they're a customer returning, they can do that right here, which means that whenever they come to your website, instead of having to type the card information in all over again, they can just select a card they've already paid with and be on their way. Then down here, You'll never have to use this checkbox, but this just adds some extra messages into the logging functionality of your website in case something is going wrong. Allows us to take a look at what's going on and get in contact with Stripe in case something's going wrong on their end. Once you're happy with the way all the settings are looking, and then making sure that everything is working on the website the way it should, you can hit the Save Changes button here. Then once those changes are saved, that will be replicated across your website, so any future payments through Stripe will go through like this. If you have any questions about the Stripe Gateway or how to configure it for WooCommerce, please don't hesitate to let us know. We'll be happy to help you out. Thank you.